So about a month ago, I was on my way somewhere due to traffic. I had to get off the highway and go a different route. And I ended up seeing my niece. So what I did was she was going straight basically, and I had to get in the turning lane. So when I recognized it was her car and I got in the turning lane, I moved up slow and I was blowing the horn at her. And as I'm blowing the horn at her, she's steady looking forward because her light was on red. I kept blowing the horn and she's steady looking forward. And then finally I started to let my window down. And when I let my window down, I kind of like did a dead eye stare. And I guess out of her peripheral is what made her look in my direction. We both just busted out laughing because I'm blowing at her because I'm trying to speak and she is not paying me any attention. And she was like, I didn't know that was you. She said, I'm wondering why somebody was blowing at me. Fast forward to today. So I go in Walmart and I knew she was in there working because I seen her and I said, I'm going to get my stuff. And then when I get done getting my stuff, I'm going to stop by and speak to her because she works in a hair salon in Walmart. So I come by and the guy tell me that she don't left to go get something to eat. So I sent her a text message and tell her I was going to speak, but she gone. I ended up getting to the stop sign to leave out of the parking lot of Walmart, and I see her again. I'm sitting right here parked at the stop sign, stopped at the stop sign, and she coming, waiting to turn where I'm coming out at. So I'm blowing the horn, and she is steady focused on waiting on this car to pass by so she can turn. Car don't pass by, she turns, and then after the car passed by, I turn out. So I sent her a text message and was like, you didn't hear me blowing at you. And she replies back and says, I'm like, why is they blowing at me? I'm not doing anything wrong. Is what she said she was saying to herself. She was like, I didn't know that was you. I replied back and said, you don't be paying. I said, you be looking straight ahead. I said, that's the second time, basically, I don't try to get your attention by blowing. I said, you don't be paying attention to nobody's horn. She replied back and said, I be unbothered. That's how we're supposed to be when it comes to the enemy. When the enemy show up in our life, trying to distract us, trying to knock us off our game, trying to get us off track, we should be like my niece and be unbothered. I wish I could have recorded her because she was literally sitting like this waiting on that car to come so she could turn into where I was at. And I'm steady blowing my horn. Like she's sitting in front of me. I can see her sitting in front of me and she waiting on that car to go by and she just like this. I'm blowing her horn and she ain't looked over, ain't budged or nothing. She looking straight ahead. That's how we supposed to be when it comes to the enemy. When God places us on a path and the enemy starts sending things to distract us, we should be just like my niece, unbothered.